What's up everyone? Welcome back. For today's tutorial, I have this very cool toned, sparkly glam Christmas look. It's so classic, so cheerful, and very, very glam. I love this look. It's very over the top. It's somehow classic yet unexpected at the same time. I think just because it is so overly cool toned and silver. We did lots of cool tones, but if you have some warmth in your skin and you don't wear a lot of cool tones all the time, don't worry, you can still wear this look. I share so many tips and tricks to make this very wearable for you. I give another lip option. I don't put it on myself, but I give you an option if you have warmer tones to make this work for you. So I hope you enjoy the look. I hope you enjoy all of my tips and tricks. Please subscribe and let's get glam. I'm beginning with the I'm starting with the Refi primer. This has been my favorite and pretty much all that I've been using lately. Just rolling this on my skin. I'm also gonna bring this down my neck and even on my chest, just because I'm really fair, and I find that when I'm more fair, I actually have to bring my foundation down more, just because even if the color matches me like perfectly, I just feel like when I'm tan, maybe because it's like already kind of like covering up my skin, I feel like I have some coverage with my tan, so I feel like I don't need to always bring it all the way down. But when I'm fair, I feel like you can just see like more discoloration, more redness and things like that. So I'm gonna bring my foundation like all the way down my chest. For my foundation, I'm gonna be using the Pat McGrath foundation. I actually haven't used this in a while, it seems. This is a beautiful foundation. It's also one of my more sheer foundations at the moment that I have here, but I would say it's more sheer to medium coverage in general. I'm gonna use my F48 from Sigma and blend this in. I already filled in my eyebrows. It's just so tricky doing your foundation when you have brows on because you gotta work around them without messing them up, and it's very difficult. For concealer, I'm gonna mix these two together from L'Oreal. I have the 350 and the 370. Honestly, like this is the only concealer that I've been using. I did just order some new concealers from Natasha Denona for Black Friday, but because I'm pre-recording all of these videos, I don't have them in yet. But if you check my vlogs that I'm posting this month, I'm sure you will have seen them at some point. Well, you'll see them at some point in December, just not in a tutorial. They'll be in my vlogs, but I am very eager to see how those are. They kind of look like they're gonna be a nice soft matte, and they just seem to look really natural, so I am very interested in it. That's very different than this concealer that I'm using. This is very much like Tarte Shape Tape, but I am interested in trying something else. I've been actually really into makeup lately. Obviously, I'm doing all these tutorials this month, but I've been having a lot of fun, and I've been using a lot of the same products, a lot of like my personal favorites and things that I've used for years, which I do love doing that. But I don't know, it's almost like I'm excited to try new things again. So we'll see, maybe this month or just in the new year I can order some things. Let me know your favorite things down below. Because yeah, I'm just in the mood to play around with makeup again, play around with different techniques. Okay, time to set everything. This is the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I'm gonna set the entire face. Let's start here. The chin, forehead, under the eyes. Man, my hair looks so frizzy right now. It's day 2 hair, and I just curled it with my curling iron, but it just looks so frizzy, and I can't seem to like make it look any better. I feel like it looks fine once it's like fluffed up and it kind of goes with the vibe, but I don't know, I just feel like a frizzy mess right now. To bronze up my skin, I'm gonna use the Bronze Goddess from Estee Lauder. I just kind of feel like trying something different. Which this is still like an ultimate favorite bronzer of mine, but I've just been using the Hourglass bronzers forever now. I just wanna switch up the products a little bit. This is a beautiful like red undertoned bronzer. See, there goes that hair. Today is the day after Thanksgiving, and I had cookies for breakfast today. Just enjoying the holiday. I'm using a little bit of my, gosh, I forgot the name of this, but it's my MAC Pro Shaping Powder. And I'm just gonna add a little bit of contour here. They don't sell these individually anymore, which is rude. They have a palette, which I have somewhere in this mess. but I'll link that palette down below. Okay, for my blush, I'm gonna go into the Too Faced blush palette, and I'm gonna use this really light shade and actually dabble a little bit into the Watermelon Rain shade as well, just kind of like mix those two together. I'm gonna dip into this twice and this into the, basically for every two, I'm gonna go into this once. And then just apply this on my cheeks. Oh, this is like the perfect combo. It's very like bubblegum pink with a little bit of depth to it from that darker shade. And it's the perfect cool tone for this look because I want to do an all cool toned look today. I'm actually going to use the Shooting Star highlighter from this palette for my highlighter today. I'm going to bring that on my cheekbones. Just blend that out there. With my finger, apply it to my nose and my Cupid's bow. And then blend that out. Very nice. Oh, I like that a lot. Very pretty. Okay, even though I already filled in my brows, I am gonna go in with the Gimme Brow Brow Gel from Benefit because I forgot to set these and spike them up. Oh shit. Well. That's not what I wanted. I'm gonna use the Painterly Paint Pot to prime my eyes. Just applying it to my lids with my finger. And set the eyes with powder and we are all set. So I really want to do a very cool toned glittery eyeshadow look today. What do I want to start with? Okay, I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes Moonlight palette. And I'm first gonna start off actually with this shade and then I'm gonna hop over into this shade. So I'm gonna bring this right here in the outer corner, in the crease. And then go into that more gray one and bring that here in the outer lid and then bring that in the crease as well. I'm actually gonna grab my Bronze Goddess bronzer, pick that up with that same brush and just bring this in the crease just to give a little bit of warmth. That's always my biggest tip when doing cool toned eyeshadows, especially if you're not used to wearing cool tones or if you have like more warmth in your skin. Adding just a warm shade in there will help complement the cool tone shades and make it a little bit more wearable. Just because you have on a cool toned look doesn't mean that it takes away from it being cool if you add that warm tone shade. It actually can tend to make the cool tone shades pop even more against that warm base. So keep that in mind. With that being said, I'm not actually a fan of what that just did. I need something less yellow, which is weird that that pulled yellow in there. I don't know why. I'm gonna grab a different bronzer and just see what that does. Okay, that one's better. Yeah, it's such a red tone bronzer. I don't know why that did that. Okay, I have these two creamy eyeshadow sticks from Laura Mercier. I have the color Celestial Noir, which is almost blue. So we'll see about that one. But the main one is Smoky Quartz. And this is kind of just like a satin taupe kind of shade from MAC, if you're familiar. But it's like almost like a dusty purple. So I'm actually gonna take this Smoky Quartz all over my lids. My finger, kind of just blend out the edges. Bring this up into the crease. And then I'm actually gonna grab that Celestial Noir and put that on the outer lid. Bring that on, kind of like an outer V situation. Use my finger. And you wanna do it before it dries. You don't wanna run over to the other side and do the same step. You wanna work quickly before that dries to blend that out. I didn't even have to go in with a brush, but I am now. Okay, I'm just going in with that first brush just to make sure everything is seamless. That's beautiful. Oh, I love that. I dropped the first one on the ground. I'm trying to pick it up with my feet. Ah, but it's a tricky one. And a tip for when you're applying these on your eye, you wanna make sure that you bring your mirror below your chin almost, and your face is facing forwards, but your eyes are looking down into that mirror. That's gonna make applying this so easy. You don't have to close your eye even. It just gives you access to that entire lid space. So now on my eyelids, I'm grabbing the Makeup by Mario Master Crystal Reflector in the color Quartz. It's like this white color. It has like some beige in there. That's because I've been touching it with my fingers. But it comes out like this straight up, like white silver glitter. And I'm just going to tap this on the lid. And because we have that creamy base, it is just going to stick to that. That is so beautiful. It's like very Cinderella. Really getting in there because I just want so much glitter, so much glam. This is the star of the show, and all of those gray, kind of like creamy eyeshadows behind it are really what's helping this to pop. I kind of want to smoke this up just a little bit. So I'm going to take, I think I'm going to take this shade. I might take a little bit of that one, like a more gunmetal. We will see. Kind of pushing that up into the outer lid. I just took a little bit of this color, this like dark slate glitter, and tap it right on the outer lid. I am obsessed. Okay, what do I want to do? Now, I do have like tons of fallout. If you have tons of glitter on your face from fallout, you can take some tape and like pick it up like that. Be warned, it will take off your makeup, or it can, I guess I should say. I'm just gonna try to sweep this away. I'm also not, like I don't care that much about it, but keep that in mind. These glitter reflectors, but also the glittery shades in here, they do have quite a bit of fallout, so just be warned. Okay, so I want this even more sparkly and glittery. I'm gonna use the Anastasia glitter adhesive, which I actually don't think that you can get anymore, which is very unfortunate because this is the best. And then I'm gonna grab the 101 Starlit powder from Makeup Forever. This is a beautiful, like white, pearly, very sparkly glitter. I don't think it's actually gonna be much different than what I have on right now, but I'm hoping it just makes it a little bit more intense. So, put this on my finger and dab it on the lid. And then I'm gonna dump this on my finger and dab this on the top. Glittery, ooh, ooh. Now you could totally tone this down and stop a few steps back and not make this so glittery, but I really wanted to do something very glam and just very, very cool toned, very icy, very Christmas. I'm gonna use the highlighter that we used on our face and really apply this here on the inner corners to really make that frosty. It's actually a little too warm. I'll keep using it, but I might go over it with something a little bit icier. I'm taking that reflector, putting it right over the inner corner. I'm not gonna put this up on the brow bone, but just on the inner corner to add a little bit of sparkle in that area. Okay, on the lower lash line, I'm gonna take this color on the lower lash line. Start blending that out. I'm looking upwards. I'm just kind of like wiggling this all over. Perfect. Okay, and then I'm gonna mix this shade with this warm brown color. I'm gonna look upwards and put this right at the lashes. I'm doing the brown because I just want a hint of warmth on the bottom. And then I'm gonna go back into that first shade and use that right over the top to blend it out. And then I think I'm gonna use that Makeup Forever Artist Pencil in All Around White, and I'm gonna put this in my waterline. I'm just taking that darker shade, the Celestial Noir, and just coating it right at the lash line. I don't even think I'm gonna blend that out. I think I just kind of want that line there. That was really pretty. I'm gonna go into the YSL Lash Clash Mascara and apply a layer to my top lashes. For my false lashes, I'm applying my favorites. You already know the drill. These are the Ardell 422 lashes. I glue these on with the Duo lash glue. It's the one with the green writing, and I apply it to the center of my lid and then the outer corners afterwards. And I use the Velour Lashes applicator tool. And then, just because I have pretty dramatic statement on the bottom lash line, I want to use the MAC Extended Play mascara, one of my old school favorites, and just apply this to the lower lashes. I just feel like this is a smaller brush, so it really gets every single individual lash, and it doesn't make them fluffy. It just like really separates them, and I feel like this will really accentuate that white lash line. For my lips, I know for sure I want to use this lipstick from Makeup by Mario. This is the Kiana lipstick. It's like a cool toned red color, but I kind of want like a little bit of pink in there as well. So I'm actually going to mix a couple of lip liners together. So I'm going to start with the MAC Cherry Lip Liner, which is a perfect classic true red. It does have a blue undertone, which is exactly what I'm looking for. You don't necessarily need to know your color theory, but knowing if you're more warm toned or more cool toned will be so beneficial this holiday season when you're picking your reds. If you have more warmth in your skin, you're gonna wanna opt for something that's a little bit more of like an orangey toned red. But if you have more coolness, more pink in your skin, you're gonna want to opt for something that has more blue in it, more of like that blue cherry red kind of color. That is just what's gonna complement your skin tone the best, so keep that in mind. For example, my skin is more cool toned, so I always try to opt for a more cool toned red. If you have a warmer skin tone and you do this cool toned eyeshadow look, actually opting for that more warmer toned red will really help make the cool toned eyeshadow look better on you and complement your skin more. I'm now gonna grab just a little bit of this lip liner from Patrick Ta. This is in the color She's Hard to Get, which is a bright, hot pink lip liner. I don't even know if this is gonna matter. I'm just hoping that this will be behind the red lipstick that we use, because actually the color of this cherry lip liner is exactly the color that I want. It's like that very cool toned red, almost pink. But I do think that this lipstick is a little bit darker. So I'm gonna try putting this on underneath and see if it just like helps to bring the pink out in the lipstick. It's very unnecessary, but see how that like, oh my gosh, that like made the eyes pop even more. This is very dry, but that's okay. You do what you gotta do. Okay, and now I'm gonna go into the Kiana lipstick. If you're looking for a warmer option, Alicia is a good alternative, which is this one. You can see here, this is warm and this is cool. Perfect. I'm just gonna go over the edges with the cherry lip pencil just to like redefine them even more. And if you need to clean up the edge, I'm gonna show you how to do that because over here it's a little messy. Grab a really flat brush. You could do any kind of concealer brush. Grab your concealer. I mixed mine on my skin, so I'm gonna mix this on the back of my hand, because you don't want it too light, you don't want it too dark, you want it to match your skin perfectly. You could even just use your foundation. Maybe I'll do my foundation. I'm gonna do my concealer, whatever. Use whatever you want. So I've got both of them here on the back of my hand. I'm gonna pick up a little bit from each. I'm gonna go in another spot on my hand and completely, like almost completely wipe it off. Then go right at the edge. And don't go over it, just go right up next to it and slowly kind of work yourself in to clean up that line. Wipe off, pick up from that area. Oh, goodness. Wipe off, pick up from this area. And then, even though this side has no mistakes, I'm gonna do the exact same thing. Do you see how much that highlighted that area and made the red pop even more? That's not happening as much over here. So I'm gonna do the same thing over here. I'm not gonna erase anything. I'm just gonna go next to it so it has that contrast. And now finally, the look is complete. I really love this look. It kind of was a trust the process a little bit, just because when you have so much glitter on the top and nothing else going on anywhere else, no lashes, no under eye shadow, no lip, it can be a little much. So trust the process, work little by little, take your time, and don't fear adding in a little bit of warmth into your eyeshadow to make it a little bit more wearable. As you can see, it still looks extremely cool toned on my eyes, but adding that little bit of warmth, I think, just makes it a little bit more wearable, especially if you're not used to cool tones. But yeah, that's everything for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed my tips and tricks. I hope you enjoyed the look. If you end up recreating it, you know the drill. Please tag me on Instagram, show me your looks, or let me know down below in the comments if you wore this look and where you wore it to. I hope you're having a wonderful December. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow.